Hi, welcome back to Small Talk Queens. I'm Megan.
I'm Kelly.
Episode 133.
I know. Can you believe it?
The microphone is on.
Yeah, mine's on. It's moving though.
It's fine. Is it green? Let me see. Okay, we're a go. We're a go.
We're cooking with gas.
We're cooking with gas. So, I mean, I'm like a big brain fart, by the way. Just put the fucking thing on and leave it. And
I'm
I'm the
trying.
one that's like half concussed over here. Leave it. So, okay. So,
The shenanigans continue.
I have my sunglasses on because I'm a little sensitive to daylight right now.
Yeah.
Which, after some research yesterday, I believe I have a delayed concussion. So, when we wrap this up, maybe you can run me to the ER if Joe's busy, or someone can just Uber over or whatever. Have a little look-see. So, while I was away last week,
Girls' weekend.
Girls' Week, I had a little fall. So, for those of you that aren't watching, you won't be able to see it. Those of you that listen, but if you can see it, I can't tell if you can.
It looks much better.
This is 1,000 times better than it looked. It also is 1,000 times better than it could have been.
Yeah, she could have lost an eyeball.
So a funny thing. I mean, I can't really tell you what happened.
Funny thing.
So
funny. Ha ha. No.
I mean, so 5:45. Approximately 5:45 Thursday morning, I woke up. I had to pee, and I'm laying there in my dress,
from the night before.
And I went to open my eyes, and this guy's not opening. I'm like, it was like stuck shut or whatever. I'm like, what's happening with my eye?
Do you think you had a bad case of pink eye?
Well, I thought like maybe like my makeup had like whatever, like my lashes were stuck. So I reached up to pat, and it was like wet. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, ew. It's like a fucking crime scene. I can't even. So I get up, I gotta go pee, brush my teeth, go into the bathroom, see the curiousness of what's happening. And then I was like, oh, fuck. And if you're new, by the way, we have a lot of swears. And I have a really rude story that I may or may not tell. So, so I peed and brushed my teeth and cleaned it up a little bit. It was actively bleeding. And it was a flat.
An active wound.
It was an active wound. And this guy here, it just is flat, just hanging. I think this is this was from the end table. This 90-degree.
Okay.
That's from the corner of the end table.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's a nice 90-degree.
This I think was from my glasses, which I think may have probably saved my eye. I'm not sure. I had my big black glasses on. They're in the trash now. So anyway,
you could have lost an eye. I sound like Mom.
I could have died. Like a lot of there's a lot of. I love come to Jesus with myself. So those of you that are thinking, I need to get
Hail
to the
Jesus.
AA, Hail Jesus. I mean, definitely, I had a guardian angel there with me because it really could have been way worse. So anyway, so it's 5:45, and my one friend had already left for the airport, and the other one was still sleeping. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking wake her. I'm still drunk.
No,
so
why not?
I'm gonna go lay. It's been this long. I might just go lay back down for a little while. So I went and lay back down. I never turned the light on. I never looked at anything. I just, like in the bedroom, I just went and got back in bed.
You'll see.
Went back to sleep for about 4 hours. Got back up. I was out like 9:30, 9:45.
Because that's what you do after you have a head wound of any sort. You go back to sleep.
Right. Well, I brushed my teeth and dabbed at it and cleaned it up a little bit. It was still bleeding. I'm like, I just got to leave it now. It was like all my hair, my ear. It was so gross. It was so gross. So I go back to bed. I took my bra off, kept my dress on, just got back into bed in my dress. And then like 9:45, woke back up again and came out. And my friend was sitting there on her laptop doing a little bit of work. And I said, she was like, good morning. I'm like, good morning. And I was like, so like in a little while, I might need you to run me like to urgent care or something. And she's like, why? What happened? And then she turned around and looked at me.
You should have seen the picture. I got a text on my way in.
I dried blood all over my face. This flap of skin hanging. It's so gross. Blood, it's like bleeding down I can't even. And then she like lost her mind.
Yeah, I mean,
she jumped up and she was like, oh my God, oh my God.
My instinct would say somebody broke into the house and assaulted you.
Well, she's like, what happened? Or she was afraid that I fell through the glass shower. Which is
Oh.
always my concern.
Well, that has happened to people that I know.
Right, and me too. And so I think of that story. Like sober, I'm in there, like thinking, boy, I hope I never fall through this fucking thing.
Well,
and then like the toilet's like right next to it. So I think, what if I fall off the toilet and hit it? Like whatever. Anyway,
you don't have the best balance.
I was like, I'm like, I think I hit the nightstand. I'm like, but so she goes to look in the bedroom. She's like, oh yeah, it was the nightstand. And so I'm like, is it bad? And she's like, I'm like, I'll clean it up, like whatever it is. Like I haven't looked yet. And she's like, no. She's like, I'll get it. She's like, don't worry about it. Like she's like, okay, let me go change. I said, oh no. I said, I want you finish your drink. I'm like, I want to have coffee. I'm like, I need a cup of coffee. I need to have a sit down before we go anywhere. Like I'm not going to the hospital
my God.
until I've had my coffee and my morning constitutional. So whatever they call
Thank
it. Right. So she's like, are you sure? I'm like,
again, like
Yeah.
no rush. It's a head wound. It's
Oh,
like
what?
a Monty Python.
but the thing
scene.
is, it didn't just a minor flesh wound.
minor flesh wound.
Right. And it wasn't like spurting out of my eye. It was just trickling a little. Anyway, but I was like, it didn't hurt. Surprisingly, it didn't hurt. It hurts today. It did not hurt last week. So I was like, I just let me have a couple cups of coffee and we'll go. So she
Did
get
you
like
say a couple cups?
a couple cups of coffee. I needed like 2 cups of coffee, and then I needed to go sit down, and then we could go. Like I'm not going to the ER like ill prepared. I don't want to use the bathroom there. So,
Usually they have one in your room.
it's like a toilet like folds out of the wall. I'm not
I
trying
know.
to do that either.
Yeah, I didn't use it when I
So
was.
well, I'm like, she's like, are you gonna call Joe? I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I better call Joe. I think I'd sent you the picture at that point.
Yeah, on my way into someplace, and I was like, hold it, hold it, please. I gotta tend to this.
And I think the text that I got back was quit drinking.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like, are you okay? It was just quit drinking.
And then I said, you could have lost an eye.
I could have lost an eye. I'm very
And
thankful
are you okay?
did not lose a fucking eye. So I'm like, well, let me call Joe quick, I guess. So I call, like, hi, good morning. He's like, hi, how are you? I'm like, hi. Did you guys have fun? I'm like, oh, you having a good time?
Great time.
And so we, chatted for a minute. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I gotta run. He's like, oh, where are you guys going? I'm like, well, so we have to make a quick little trip to the ER. And he's like, wait, what? I was very
Poor Joe.
nonchalant.
Poor Joe was just sitting here minding his own business.
Also, I mean, I'm pretty sure I was still a little bit drunk. So I'm like,
oh, you don't say.
So I was just like, it's fine. Like, it's all good. I'm like, I had a little accident. Like, I kind of like hit the nightstand. Like, I need some stitches. And he's like, ask for the plastic surgeon. I'm like, of course I want to ask for the plastic surgeon. I'm not going to have like the fucking intern.
I had the plastic surgeon.
I can't. So I was with you.
I know.
So and I watched the guy with the tiny little stitches, right? So I feel a lawsuit on my hands. So we get to the hospital, right? 2 miles.
There's no
away.
lawsuit in this.
2 miles away, right? So we get to the hospital. We had to Google it because I'm like, "Where's the hospital?" She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Okay, well, let's find the nearest hospital." She's like, "We're not going to fucking urgent care. She's like, we're going to like an actual ER."
Right.
Okay, fine. I feel like they're probably more qualified. No offense if you work at an urgent care. So hospital is 2 miles away. I threw on a sundress, put on my jewelry, like out the door we go. Go in.
Who knows who you'll see in the ER?
Well, I wanted to look presentable. So I go
to make
in,
up for the gushing
right,
head
to make up for the. Well, I had my sunglasses. So I walked in, you couldn't see anything. So like we walk up to this, like, can I help you? I'm like, I hope so. so we go
in. At least
in.
there's a sense of humor.
Right. So 2 things were fascinating about this trip to the ER. For those of you, who are men, well, if you're a male, I don't think males get asked these questions. This is my first trip to the ER. Well, I was not asked, do you feel safe at home? I'm always asked, do you feel safe at home?
You're in Florida.
They don't care, I guess.
That's
and
horrible
the
for me to
second
say,
thing
but I
was
can't
also,
understand why.
they did not ask me, I'm a little pissed off about this. They did not ask me when my last menstrual cycle was, which I didn't even think about that till I got home.
Why do they
And I got my fucking
It's
period.
a
Just
head
to add
wound.
fucking
It's a head
insult
wound.
to injury. I'm
It's
like,
a head wound.
because I didn't have a CT scan.
Oh, well.
They always ask. Those are 2 things they ask me every time I go to the ER. They didn't ask me either one of those.
Well, they probably looked at you and was like, this woman is that drunk and she nailed her face. I don't think she's pregnant.
I mean, there's
We're
that.
pretty safe
But they
on
have
that.
to ask. Anyway, so my friend's sitting there and she's like, I'm sorry, I can't look at you. I'm like, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. And then they call me back. She's like, do you want me to go back with you? I'm like, well, I would love for you to. I'm like, but she's a fainter. Like, she can't handle like blood and needles and shit. And like, so I'm like, I totally understand if you can't. Like, I'm totally fine. Like, I totally understand.
They'll be tending
She's
to her.
like, no, I'll come back with you. So we go back. The nurse was lovely. Whatever, we're having a little chit chat.
Of course.
And we're talking about the martinis at the place we're at. Because I'm like, I highly recommend the hot and dirty martinis.
Martini.
It wasn't actually martinis. It was the tequila shots that did this. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Anyway, so the doctor comes over. And immediately, and she was lovely. She's very pretty. She looked like Sandra Bullock. I told her that while I was looking up her nose. And I said, I want the plastic surgeon. And she just looked at me. I'm like, I don't mean to be an ass, but I want the plastic surgeon. It's my face. And she's like, no, you're not an ass. And then she goes on to tell me how sutures are her favorite thing in the whole world. And she's very, very good at them. think she was fucking bored, is what I think, and that she was very confident in her skills with sutures. Blah blah blah.
I would have been like, do you sew? Do you cross stitch?
Well,
Do
you have to
needlepoint?
understand. So I mean, it's actively it's bleeding. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm getting a little hungry now too. I'm like, I just want to be out of there.
No,
And I just,
you'll learn to
I
have a little patience.
right. Well, what's done is done. Like I said, just that'll be on someone's tombstone. What's done is done. So, I mean, I asked her, and then I mean, I was finally just like, okay, like, I mean, she's that fucking. Then I come to find out, while she's mid stitch, she's a fucking nurse practitioner. No offense again, if you're a nurse practitioner, I'm sure you're great. I wanted a fucking plastic surgeon. I wanted him to come with his own little toolkit like they do, and the glasses with the little binoculars on them. It's not my first rodeo.
No, especially in the ER, but
So whatever. They stitched me up. I had a CT scan. They told me I'm fine.
Before or after the stitches?
Before. Make sure I had like busted up my ocular bone or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a thing.
Fine. Right. So needless to say, we went home, we had another cup of coffee, iced my face for a little while. Joe didn't want to see it, so I didn't send him a picture.
Probably a good thing.
Right. I was gonna not tell mom and dad right away, but since I talked to you,
she was hoping that my son or myself told my parents,
well,
and I'm like, this is her story to
I
tell.
was afraid that Sean was going to tell them before me. You telling them would be one thing, but Sean calling me like, anybody went to the hospital, I make busted her face. Like I couldn't. So I texted mom. I'm like, I'm at the ER, no big deal. I got some stitches, whatever.
But you waited until nighttime. Didn't you
No,
wait
I
till
didn't.
They were out?
No, I sent her the text because she called back. We went to
Oh.
lunch, sitting there trying to lunch, whatever. Lunch, had a couple of beers and a burger and chilled out, and then went back and iced my face some more, and then we watched true crime TV. The rest
As
of
one does
the
when
rest
we have a
of
crime scene looking.
the rest. Yeah. Well, so then in the morning when I went in like to change to put on, all I took with me was fucking my travel clothes, which were dirty, and sundresses. So I threw on a fucking sundress to go to the fucking hospital. And I went in and turned the light on, and I had taken all my jewelry off and laid it down on the dresser, just as I always do. And I think what happened, based on the forensic evidence that was there, and there was a lot of it, I think it was a very bouncy mattress. And I think when I went to, here's me, because there's a really.
Here we go, folks.
I got to choose. There were 2 rooms, right? So I went into the room I usually stay in and put my unpacked my suitcase, like laid everything out in the bed, whatever. I was like finding clothes to change into from my travel clothes the day I arrived. And I'm looking at the bed, and now last year, like I fell out of the bed, like trying to get into it. I kept falling out of it. My friend was like filming me. It's really high up. I have to use a step stool.
If you're not watching this, you need to get on. You need to put us on so you can see my face, which is just.
So I noticed. So the other room has 2 twin beds, and they're much lower. So I was like, can I take one of those? She's like, you know what? That's a really good idea. I'm going to take one of those to be on the safe side. Let me take one of those. It's safer for me. Here's me, like, I'm not, like, we got in the hot tub the first time. I'm not getting in the hot tub. You two get in the hot tub because me being drunk getting out of a hot tub, this has disaster written all over. I'm going to sit here and talk to you right here from the safety of my chair, right? So I was actively trying to be careful.
Until.
So I'm pretty sure I bounced. But I was not high up when I did it either, I don't think, based on I bruising over here, and my knees were a little bruised. I didn't feel that till the next day on like Friday sometime. But based on the blood splatter on the floor and down the front of the fucking white fucking end table, it all came off. Thank God. All the blood came out of the pillowcase. All cleaned up. You can't even tell. She came out because I'm like, I'll do it. She's like, you go sit down. You ice your face. I'm going to do this. So we enjoyed my last 2 days there, watching a lot of true crime drama. We watched not the Hoarders, the Squatters. We watched all of them. Oh my God, it was fucking horrifying.
You don't ever want to rent your house out or your
right? And so, and she has rental properties, and I just looked at her like, how the fuck do you even rent your property? Like
your friend has the rental properties, not the
And I might not. There are times where I might not. Okay, so real quick, so I have what I believe now to be a delayed concussion, which I didn't know was a thing. Well, so I was fine all weekend, right? Like all weekend long, I'm fine.
That's the adrenaline I read.
That's now I know. So Monday, I feel like I was hit by a bus. So here's me thinking I'm coming down with something. And I had like a mild amount of congestion, but nothing like whatever, like maybe like a little bit of cold, but I was a little run down, not a lot of sleep, a lot going on the plane, whatever.
Teasing out what is what because of the whole week.
So Monday, I had made an appointment while I was away with my primary care physician for Monday to get my stitches out. So I go on Monday and I'm saying to her, like, she's like, oh, what happened? I'm like, oh, yeah, I fell on a nightstand. And she's taking out the sutures. And I said to her, I said, I feel like I was hit by a bus today. Like, I feel like awful. And, like, I have a headache. Like, I really feel just like awful, like run down. And she's like, oh, you congested? I'm like, no, like, not really. Okay. So she's not asking me any other questions. I've expressed that I feel like shit. All she wanted to know was I was congested. Okay, bye. See you. And there was no follow up, like other than go get your sutures out. Like no one said to me like follow up with a medical professional next week. Anything about a delayed concussion. I assumed when they did the CT scan that could tell me if I had a concussion.
Well,
they don't. They only show. They can show brain trauma.
Brain trauma.
And I was following, the finger, whatever. My pupils.
So you hadn't vomited, and your pupils were fine, although you passed out. So we don't know if
well,
that was.
But I wasn't black. If it would have knocked me out, I would have woken up on the floor.
Oh.
I did not wake up on the floor. I woke up on my back like I always do. We'll pull blood over here. So, and I was trying not to tell Mom that part, but she kept asking questions like how and when and why and what.
Yes.
And finally, I'm like, Mom, I don't know. Like I woke up like that, and then she was very calm until that part, and then she like, what? You never know. I'm like, I don't need a lecture here. Because I know
that's like the natural instinct, like,
right?
And that was kind of mine too.
But
like, are you fucking kidding me?
I understand the hysteria, and I'm like, it is not lost on me. It is not lost on me.
And to do it in Florida,
I'm not anywhere near home. So it's okay. So we fast. So that's Monday. So Monday now, as the day goes on, like Joe walked past me at one point, and he's like, "You look fucking exhausted." I'm like, "I'm telling you, like I must be coming down with something. I am so tired, and my head was pounding." Fucking pounding, right? And so that continued, and then at nighttime, because I'm like, well, I feel like shit. My neck is hurting. Right? I made an appointment for PT Joe, which was supposed to be today, but then yesterday, when I thought I was just sick, I fucking canceled with him. It's not sickness. So I took like the ibuprofen, like bedtime, like Monday night. Took 2, like no big deal, whatever. Slept 10.5 hours, which I desperately needed. And I got up yesterday, and I was like, whoa, like. Had the headache still, but felt like, as I still do right now, like I'm like a bottle or 2 in. Like I'm like, it was whatever. Oh, and Monday night, Joe and I were trying to play backgammon, and I could not
for the facial expressions.
I could not follow the backgammon. I mean, I'm like, maybe he's like, what are you doing? I'm like 6 and 3, and he's like, man, it's like 4 and 2. I'm like, fuck. Like I could not. We played 3 games. And I could not.
That's what you do when you have a concussion.
I didn't know that I had a concussion. I assumed I was fine. They sent me home. They said nothing about concussion. They said nothing about symptoms of anything. Nothing. They said fucking nothing. And so I thought if you have a concussion, you have it immediately. So we fast forward then to yesterday, and I'm talking to you, and I'm telling you how I feel like shit, and blah blah blah. And you're like, well, maybe you're concussed. I'm like, well, there's no such thing as a fucking delayed concussion.
Then she looks it up. Which I didn't know either. I learned it.
Fucking shit. So I'm like, I hung up with you, and I'm like, I'm trying to. I hung up with you. And I tried to come downstairs, and I had to like hold on to the banister. Like I had like depth perception issues. I mean, I was like a hell of a mess, right? Like, tried to get in the shower, and I'm like, woo, like everything is like weird. So I Googled it. Well, god damn it, it's a fucking thing. It's a fucking thing. So then when we left to go, like Monday night, we're supposed to go to your house. I canceled him. I felt so bad for Sean because he was so badly wanted to see us. And I'm like, dude, I can't. Like he must have been able to just see it in my face. Like, I was so tired. And then, like we left to go to your house yesterday. I walked outside, and like I'm fine inside because we have like low light.
Right.
But this fucking natural light, forget about it. So I'm reading over the symptoms, and then they're talking about the ringing in the ears. Well, fuck me. I already have ringing in the ears. But since I read it, I've noticed it hasn't gone away. Like it's really bad. It has not gone away. It kept me. That's why I've been up since 1:30 this morning. Also, I think between that and my neck pain that now is going to get taken care of until next week. Sensitivity to light. Well, I'm already sensitive to light, but now I'm just more sensitive to light. Are you more irritable? Well, for fuck's sake! I mean,
oh
again,
my
like,
god, are you kidding me? She was over last night. I was like, whoa.
I'm already irritable. Like, so let's add on like more irritable. Like all the symptoms of things like I already have all these things for fuck's sake. They're just intensified. The ringing though is the ringing is getting like, usually just comes and goes here and there. This is, I've had enough.
I don't know what they're going to tell you. I mean, obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I don't know if you should go to the ER or if you should go back to your.
I'm not going back. Fuck her. Fuck her. I told her I felt like I was hit by a bus while she's taking stitches out of my eye. And she says nothing about, like, I asked me no other question, asked me if I was congested, and that was it. So, and when I Googled like delayed concussion, it was like, how many days has it been? I'm like, 6 days. They're like, this is exactly the time that this would kick in. Because the first few days, it wasn't even 6 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days is when it started. Anyway, so we're down here. Someone's going to take me because I'm not going to see the neurologist. And I need them. Also, my eye hurts. Like, it's like throbbing, like, which it didn't do until that started on Monday. And also, and I don't, so like, she didn't do anything with this cut. Like, she's like, she cut the skin off, the flap of skin that was hanging. She's like, I'm just going to cut this off. And she's like, wow, the skin's already dead. She's like, you're a really fast healer.
I did this like 12 hours ago.
I just said that. I didn't say that. So she's like, you're a really fast healer. And my friend's like, with that body, she's got to be.
Like, that needs to be on your tombstone.
Right? So.
That needs to go on the tombstone.
So. Anyway, fast forward, here we are. And I've canceled my social plans for the rest of the month. And
you're probably going to have to not be on your phone.
I know. I probably need to not look at my phone. It's probably not helping.
It's not.
Well, I tried to read, and I tried to put the book down.
There's a whole concussion protocol.
Right.
And doing things with your eyes is not, you don't do anything with your eyes.
So I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, but sit here and like stare at the wall.
You take your rest.
Well, anyway. And so now I'm not going to be seeing anyway socially for a little while, because until I can, I'm not. I mean, obviously, I've had to come to Jesus with myself about drinking, because
you shouldn't fall into night.
I mean, yeah, like that was, and not remember it. It was a little horrifying. It was a good little wake up call. And until I can learn, and maybe I can't ever learn how to drink in moderation. I don't know. I mean, Friday we went to lunch. I had 2 beers. We came home. Like, whatever. Like, Saturday I came home. I had a couple of beers with Joe. Like, we had dinner. Like, so on occasion I can do it, but like, that should be the norm. And on the occasion that I like black out, not the other way around. So, and it's just one of those things where I have one. It's like, oh, you have another. Oh, I feel fine. I'll have another. Oh yeah, I'm going to have another. And then, and here we are. Here we are. So
my scar, because everybody's like, you need the plastic surgeon. And I remember when I was working, this girl fell on the ice and she got stitches, and she's like, she made an announcement. Like, you would have thought she was making an announcement like she got a promotion or something. She's like, everybody, when you need stitches, you ask them for the plastic surgeon.
I did. God damn it. I did.
So you kind of demand it. So when I had the stitches, not to take away from your story, but we're there, Joe and you are there, and this 10-year-old looks like she's going to do the stitches.
And they're back the fuck up with that needle, honey.
You want the plastic surgeon? I'm like, yeah, I want the plastic surgeon. And you so politely said, yeah, you don't part your hair on that side. Like, it's just not going to cover it. So you're going to want to not look like Frankenstein. So we got the plastic surgeon in.
Right? I mean, my brows are already fucked enough. God damn it. God damn it. If there was one part of my whole body where I should not have stitches sticking out of my face or a wound,
your eyebrows.
I thought for days, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to pull them out.
And it itches when it
started to itch. I couldn't even. I was like, oh my God, I can't. Oh my God, the plane ride home.
I still can't believe that they didn't ask you if you felt safe at home, because when I was in the hospital, when I was in the emergency room, they asked me like 10,000 different times.
I'm telling you, this was the first time they never asked me, because we left and I'm like, they probably assume we were together, Anita, or something. I don't know. I guess they think that like you don't beat me up. I don't know. Like I can't believe.
When I went in,
it's literally the first. I've been to the ER a lot of times. It's the first time I've never been asked.
When I went in for my burnt fingers, when I grabbed that 450-degree pan, they asked me 1,000 times too, and I was in there by myself. Do you feel safe at home? And I like how they word it, because sometimes they're really, really blatant about it. Like, do you feel safe at home?